welcome back to the channel, The College Process. Once again, I'm Ed from Principia Prep, and today we're going to be going over why safety colleges are important to your college list. But before we begin, if you are new to the channel and are looking for additional college content, please hit the subscription button down below. It will notify you when new videos do come out. As well as if you do enjoy today's video, please leave us a like, it does help the channel. And of course, if you have any comments or questions throughout today's video, please leave them down in the comment section. I do answer all your comments and questions you guys leave here on the channel. As well as, once again, for the senior class, we are running and will be continuing running every year going forward, the James Russo Memorial Scholarship. So if you want to be eligible for our organization's scholarship program for your senior out there, or you're here to help us out, basically increase the scholarship funds, very simple, just watch the video. In the description down below is a link to the video explaining how the whole scholarship program works here at our organization. Also in the description down below is also our Venmo as well as our Buy Us Coffee if you guys want to help support the channel, allowing us to keep making college videos for you guys out there. And all that being said, let's jump right into today's video. Why safety colleges are important to your college list. Now let me begin by saying that in my eyes, pretty much with doing this, the college advising and everything else, for 25 plus years now, I've basically come to a realization, essentially you can call it, that college is college. Whether you're going to a 5% acceptance rate college or a 90% acceptance rate college, what really matters is what you do while you're at the college. And essentially how you utilize the resources that are there available to you as a student. So if you're considering a safety school and people are trying to talk you out of the safety school, what you need to do is basically ask yourself, are they looking to talk me out of the safety school because it's not a good academic fit or not a good social fit, or not a good financial fit? Or are they trying to talk me out of the college because of the fact that it's a safety school and they believe that I should be going to a higher tier, more name brand school, let's call it? And the reality is, if it's because of the first reasons, the academic fit not there, or the social fit, or the financial fit not there, then it makes sense. But if it's because of the fact that school is not prestigious enough, does not mean this is a good reason not to consider going to that school if it is your top choice. Because if the school is not name brand enough, or it's not as popular as other schools that might be considered or might be on your college list of consideration, the reality is there are a lot of people that go off to prestigious colleges, and that does not mean they're guaranteed success. It just means you're going to a prestigious college per se on the name of a diploma. It doesn't mean obviously also if you go to your safety school you're not going to be successful. There are many people out there that not to attend the hardest, most elite colleges, the Ivy Leagues call it, that have been successful individuals in life. And with that being said, let me go over the reasons you need safety schools on your college list. Now right off the bat, safety schools provide a great sense of comfort because of the fact that you know you're going to be accepted somewhere. I know some of you might be thinking this is a small added value situation here, but the reality is every year I see students are more stressed out from the year before. And it's nice to be going off to a college essentially where you don't have to sell yourself. You don't have to sell yourself in an interview or an essay or a supplemental essay or in a college fair or an interview session where they're coming one-on-one sessions at your high school. It's good to know there's a place that wants you to come there and basically says to you, if you apply, we want to accept you for the person that you are. And you don't need to sell us on your value as a student and as an individual coming to our campus. Which brings me to the second reason that safety schools are important to have on your list, which is scholarship consideration. Now obviously being the fact that the schools want to attract students such as yourself, since the schools on your list seem to be safety schools, and obviously you want to check that your schools are safety schools based on the guidance office and the school's website and admissions and everything else. You want to make sure they're safety schools, but another great reason that you look at safety schools is because of scholarship consideration. These schools are going to be willing to offer you lots of money in some cases. Some of these scholarships will range anywhere from thousands of dollars in some cases to tens of thousands of dollars. So obviously this is a huge selling point for a lot of students to minimize your college debt. Because obviously college debt is the biggest issue that almost every student is dealing with nowadays. And to be able to go to a safety school, a place that wants you to come there and is willing to give you huge discounts on the scholarship side, is a huge positive. The scholarships can be used not just for that school's discount, but also you can use those scholarship monies to then leverage other schools you might be considering, like target schools or reach colleges, to maybe have them, through appeal, financial aid appeals, give you more scholarship consideration because the safety schools give you guys a ton of money. Another great aspect, I guess the third aspect to consider here is, you might want to look at the safety schools from the point of view of, do you want to be a big fish in a small pond, i.e. do you want to feel valued as far as a student there? Or do you want to be a small fish in a very big pond full of sharks? From the consideration that higher tier colleges, more competitive colleges, will also mean more competitive student bodies, more people you're competing against for, i.e. higher grades, higher rankings, so on and so forth. And staying here with the theme of competitiveness, let's talk about topic number 4, which is essentially the requirements to get into the colleges. So obviously to get into the higher level schools, you're going to need to take AP courses, IB courses, dual credit courses, honors courses, and everything else. So obviously the competition level is going to require you guys to take a lot of rigorous courses, which in some cases you will not benefit from other than the acceptance to the college. This is obviously different on the safety school side. Many safety schools will look at the fact you've taken AP courses, dual credit courses, as well as high-level honors courses and IB courses, and reward you with college credit. In fact, depending on the courses you take and also the tests and how you do on the tests, so on and so forth, some of these safety schools will give you anywhere from 10, 15, 20, even 30 plus college credits because of the fact you took these classes in high school. And let's just talk about how powerful 30 plus college credits is. Think of it this way. If you have 30 college credits or more, you essentially have eliminated 1 year of college. So essentially, having to go to college for 4 years, you only have to go to college for 3 years. So instead of starting off as a freshman, you're technically starting off as a sophomore. And now we're talking about the college cost, obviously. Most public universities cost between $20,000 to $30,000. Most private universities, $35,000 to $55,000. And then most elite colleges, typically at the $70,000 range and up, in some cases all the way up to $90,000. So imagine erasing 1 year of college essentially equates to anywhere between essentially $30,000 to $90,000 of college savings for stuff you could have done in high school. So obviously being awarded for these high-level courses is a huge benefit of going to a safety school. And the last one here, the fifth reason why you guys should consider safety schools is because of flexibility. And think of it from this perspective. If you do go with the Ivy League schools or the high-level schools, the 5%, 6% acceptance rate or below, what you have to realize is more than likely you're going to be in a very competitive academic environment. You might never leave the lab. You might never leave the classroom. You might never leave your dorm room because you're always studying. You might never leave the library because you're always studying. This is okay for some students, but it's not something that every student wants to be a part of. Some students want to go off to a university and have the social life, the networking, meeting people, going to study abroad, and so on and so forth, all the different trappings of going to college, which means obviously leaving your dorm room at some point in time, leaving the lab, leaving the research facility, leaving the library, so on and so forth. You want to be full in 100% in academia, which is fine, but it's not for every student. Some students want the whole package, the academic stuff, the social as well, and everything in between. And if you want that, in some cases, the higher level schools will be more competitive, obviously, than the safety school in many cases, so you might not get it. So something to kind of consider as you go through the process is, if you're looking at a safety school and considering it as your top choice, don't be afraid to go to a safety school. All colleges are basically the same at the end of the day. And all that being said, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below in the comment section. I do answer all your comments and questions you guys leave here on the channel. As well, if you do enjoy today's video, please leave us a like. It does help the channel. As well as on the screen, my contact information. If you need any help in the admissions or financial aid part of your entire college process, please reach out to me. On the screen here, you see my cell phone number. The easiest way to reach me is by text message. Second easiest way is by email. Those are the two fastest ways I can get back to you. If you do call me, in some cases I am inundated, so I don't have enough time in many cases to answer the phone. But if you text or email, I do get back to you pretty quickly. And I do one-on-one meetings with parents and students through Zoom. So if you need a one-on-one consultation or help with the financial aid forms or the admissions process, just reach out and we can set up a meeting for you guys. And other than that, thank you for watching today's video. Once again, my name is Ed from Principia Prep.